Bruh, did you pour my milk? Don't do that. What's that?
I'm kind of a big deal.
You don't got the credentials.
Well, that's disrespectful.
What up? What's up?
What's
We
good?
back for another season, bro.
Back again, dude.
Yo,
Nice to see you, bro.
The Don't Pour My Milk podcast is here to stay, baby.
Yes,
That's
sir.
what we
Yes,
do.
sir.
Woo! They call me Mr. Knockout Fantasy Football, and I got my dude to the side.
It's your boy O. You already know. Follow me down below.
Yo, we are here.
It felt good to say that, man.
Didn't it?
Yes,
Didn't
sir.
it? It's
It
been a
did.
little minute, right?
Yeah, man. You looking
Yeah.
good, bro. I see you, man.
You know, I'm trying. I'm putting
I see you look like we got picked up for season 2. You getting that
You know,
season 2 check?
Listen, I got my little fantasy check. I'm done playing fantasy last year. You know what I'm saying?
I'm
I had
still
to put
wearing
it in,
last
you know
year's
what I'm
merch,
saying?
so I mean,
And
I ain't get mine
this.
yet.
This is Velvet. You like it?
You know what I'm gonna say, right?
What you about to say?
I'm gonna cue it right here, though, but
This is beautiful. What is that, velvet?
what is that, velvet? So
Oh man, you know I'm just trying to be a little different. A little,
I see you, man. It's good to
have
see
a
you,
little
brother.
fun. Good to see you too, man. You
Yes,
know
sir.
we here because we did a great job last year.
Excellent
And we
job.
about to hit up the squad this year. You know what I'm
Mhm,
saying?
mhm.
Like, so in this episode, we gonna talk about fantasy league winners. Those players that you put on your squad that just take you to the top. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Because that's what we do. Yo, last year
hmm
I gave you Cooper Kupp.
You did.
Last year I gave you Jamar Chase. I gave you Joe Mixon. I gave you Matt Stafford.
You also gave us Julio, but we're not gonna count all of the.
I can't control. the
You allowed
soft
one or
tissue
two.
injuries.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? But if you listen to the show, I gave you little gems here and there. But as I kind of move forward, I kind of figured out that we're real good at this right here. You know?
I'm not gonna lie to you, Kat. It's not because I like looking at us. You know what I'm saying? I did go back and watch some of these
Did you?
episodes. Yes, I did. And we were right a lot.
Yeah, we were.
We were right a lot. So it's just easy for them to just follow.
Listen, guys,
Right.
we here to provide you with a great time, some primo information, and then you just gonna get it from the squad. Now, what I need from you, O, is I need you to explain a little bit. What's a fantasy league winner to you?
Ooh. Okay, so this is my definition of a fantasy league winner, right? And then you'll tell me what you think one is, right?
Yeah, for sure.
So we know the guys that are always the guys, right? And those are the guys that you pay face value for. Like the Mahomes, you're going to get him the first, second, right? Christian McCaffrey, you're going to get him in the first. You're paying for their premium, what they did last year and what you think they're going to do this year, right? Then you have the jewels. Those are the guys that we don't have no idea about that you get in the 11th round, 12th round, late rounds.
Yeah.
The league winners are the guys you get in the middle of the rounds that are around the 4th, 5th, and the 6th round that end up being the guys,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, for sure. I think a quick summation, just quickly for me, a league winner is a player that you draft in the latter rounds. It could be 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, doesn't matter.
Right.
But that league player ends up being a first-round draft pick the following year for me, right? So like a Cooper Kupp who I drafted last year in the 4th round is now a first-round pickup, right? A Debo Samuel that you drafted last year
4th round.
in the 4th round is now a second round
yeah.
pickup, right? Average draft position this year. Those are league winners because you're expecting them to hold their spot, but then they catapult you all the way up to the top.
Like
right?
the year I told you I had the Patriots defense.
You're never gonna forget that, don't you?
Yeah, I'm never gonna forget it. They were my quarterback. They had more points that year than my own
And then what I
quarterback.
do with that Patriots defense?
You did what you did, Kat. So we're gonna move along. So let's go into a couple of these guys. So who is your Cooper Kupp? You picked Cooper Kupp last year, so you should be able to recognize
But
this year's Cooper Kupp.
you know, this is what I do. I dangle a little and I take it right back.
I got you $1. Oh, you almost had it. You gotta be quicker than that.
I dangle a little and I take it right back. So I'm gonna hit you up with some other players real quick.
Okay.
These are some league winners, but I'm gonna identify. You got to watch the whole podcast. I ain't gonna give you all the stuff in the beginning. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
I'm gonna hold a little back. I read that Steve Harvey book. Now let's go ahead
What?
and just talk about the.
You talk about Think Like a Man, bro?
Yeah.
You read as a guy.
Yeah.
Think Like a Man.
I want to see what he was telling other people to think like me, and if I agree.
Oh, okay. I thought you was trying to think like a man. My bad.
It's analysis, man.
Okay.
It's analysis
I
from
misinterpreted.
the side.
I thought that was like a dating book, man.
No. Hey, listen. I try to date my girl all the time. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
You gotta keep it. You gotta keep it nice and funky. You gotta keep it nice and fresh. You know what I'm saying?
Miss Loretta, I'm ready for the rest of the tour.
Both sides of the spectrum. Now let's go ahead and start off. First person I want to talk about is a person that you probably not expecting,
Kat.
right?
Kat.
No, and
I don't.
You listen to me.
Okay.
I just told you.
You say it.
You said the same thing.
Because I don't want my credibility to be
my
shot.
credibility's gonna be there, and I need y'all to just shout me out, hit me up, tag me, anything that you want to do. I got no problems with it. First person is Miles Sanders,
This guy said Miles
running back for the Philadelphia Eagles. He
Yo,
is going to be your league winner
Kat,
in this
yo,
particular year.
Look, I mean, you guys out there can't see the production crew. But when he said Miles Sanders, everybody was like, get the
Hell no, to the no, no, no. Hell to the no, hell to the no, to the no, no, no. Listen.
what? Kat, you got to explain this in depth because I'm not. Is this something that I'm missing, bro?
There's nothing that you.
I mean, you
missing.
are wearing Eagles green today, so
listen.
are
I'm
you a
gonna
homer?
tell you real quick. Put them on your board.
Mm.
You not so the object of it. And I'm gonna keep on reminding you as the show goes on.
Okay.
This is not a play you draft in the first round. It's not a play you draft in the second round. Third,
So
fourth,
there's a
or
little
fifth
bit more
round.
clarity there.
There
Okay.
is. You want to probably you get the ability to pick up Miles Sanders' average draft position right now that we're talking about it.
Mm-hmm.
Probably like in the fifth, sixth, seventh round, depending on how your league drafts. Right.
Okay.
Always know your league, how they draft, who they pick up. You're gonna get him towards a mid-tier round, and I can get nothing short but guarantee from Mr. Knockout Fantasy Football. Hit me up on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? That this dude is going to be a top-tier league winner for you.
But I'm not seeing it though. So there's the givens that's there. He had what he averaged 5.5 yards.
Yeah.
That's decent.
In a
That's
short
really
span.
that's good. But what is it about him? Because it seems like he's has regression every year, bro, since he's been in the league. So why do you think this year he's just gonna turn it around? How is he gonna turn into a Cooper Cup?
So, number one, don't take last year into account. He was hurt. He was out for some time.
Mm-hmm.
You just marked the 5.5 yards per carry.
That's the
when
only
he gets-
positive thing that I see, bro.
I got you. He's on a run-first offense. The Eagles' schedule this year is one of the easiest schedules to start for running backs in the entire season. Number two, I'm going to give you another big one, A.J. Brown. Do you understand what A.J. Brown did for his Tennessee Titans for Derrick Henry when he got the ball? Their offense is going to be a bit more dynamic. Miles Sanders is playing on his last year of his contract, and I'm guaranteeing he's going to ball out, or he's going to put every effort to ball out.
Hold on. I don't mean to cut you off. Beyonce
you
had the
good.
best album of the year, but here's the thing. I hear what you're saying, bro,
Yep.
but you saying run first offense, but the quarterback is a run first quarterback.
There's
So-
maturation in the process. And the
So
reason why I'm
you're
telling
saying
you
his
is
success is depending on Ertz, or you saying Ertz is
No.
going to be more of a, throw-in quarterback or what? Because run first offense doesn't do anything for me when we have a running quarterback.
so he's a mobile quarterback. I'm going to change the wording a little bit.
Okay,
And the
mobile, running.
Eagles,
Mm-hmm.
this is a wild thing. Probably no one gets it. The Eagles had the most rushing touchdowns in the league last year.
I saw that. I
Did
saw that.
anyone know that? Miles Sanders was out for half of the year. You just gave the 5.5 clip. When you're looking for league winners, one of the things I do is I look at every team and I look at any adjustments, changes that they did, and the dynamic of their squad to get them to a certain space for the next year. They are following up their weaknesses and they're moving forward. You have Jalen Hurts that you just mentioned in an offense again for a second year, making sure that he understands what to do. He's a better thrower than people give him credit for. He has two viable wide receivers in A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith. So I'm projecting with the numbers that I placed in for him, he's going to be a league winner.
Okay.
You're not expecting. No one's saying draft Miles Sanders in the first round. Don't draft him early. Don't draft him in the second, third.
Give
fourth,
us.
or fifth round.
What do you think? What do you think in Miles
Me
Sanders?
personally, 6th round. If I see him, I'm taking him. Right, plain and simple. He's gonna be on my squad.
So you're basically saying, right, based on what they did when he wasn't there,
Based
that
on
if
what they
he's
did
there
when he
this
wasn't
year,
there,
he's
and
gonna
when he
get
was there, and what they added to the team this year. They improved their offensive line. They improved their wide receiver core. They have another year in that playbook, and I see what type of running Miles Sanders is. There's a reason why he was a 2nd-round draft pick for the past couple of years. There's a reason why you touted him to be one of the top echelon running backs in the league the past few years. You thought he was going to get the ball. Injuries, play calling caused that not to happen. He's my league winner. Don't pour my milk.
I'm pouring milk, bro. I mean, if it turns out that you're right, I will give you your flowers.
All right.
The next guy
Now
that
remember,
we have,
I like carnations. I'm just letting you know.
carnations.
You say you gonna
I
give
give
my
roses, bro.
flowers.
I
like
give you your
carnations.
roses, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
The next person that's on this list, my guy,
Who you
I
got?
actually agree with this guy,
Who you agree with?
Russell Wilson.
Mr. Unlimited.
Just put my jersey on for the first time. Broncos orange. Let's ride.
Mr. Living his best life.
Woo.
You know, I think he's gonna have a good year, man. Sometimes change of scenery
Yeah,
can help you out.
I think so too.
You know what I'm saying? He looks like he's very much happy in his personal life.
He's always been that way.
You know what I'm saying? Any guy that's raising another man's child is and is happy to do it. Look,
I'm gonna get into some football stats. I ain't gonna start talking about it.
no, I'm just saying he's a good guy.
He is a good guy.
You know what I'm saying? He's looking out for the future.
I think he's a great guy.
No pun intended.
I think I get it. Another year you catching me late, man. I like that. He's
Hey,
looking
Kat,
out for his
always, all right,
future.
Cat. But you cool. I see you now, man. Don't
see
act
me?
like you don't know, man. I see you, bro.
What you see?
I see you, bro.
I see the future too. I got him. Yo, I'm killing the game right now, but we're going to get right back into Russell Wilson and why he's on this list and why I'm saying he's going to be a league winner.
I think a lot of people have forgot about Russell Wilson's
They did.
true ceiling
They did.
in fantasy.
They did.
Because of the terrible situation he was in last year.
And I'm not going to really say it was a terrible one. I
Okay.
think people forget that he played hurt. He played injured. He did not end up as a top touted quarterback last year, right? He actually drug you down because you trusted him to kind of like get you those numbers in the top tier. You were waiting for like him to go on some type of run, but it did not happen. Russell Wilson is top 12 most of the time when he's playing throughout his seasons, right? Last year, he didn't get there. He was hurt, had a hand injury. This year is going to be totally different. 2022, 2023 season, he's moving forward. Now, I'm not just going to talk about his weapons, right?
I got something for you too.
His weapons, I'm understanding he's coming from a DK Metcalf and he's coming from Tyler Lockett, and I love those guys.
But I don't think that's as much as important. I don't think that's as important as what I think you're gonna say.
Listen,
If I'm reading your mind,
I don't know if you're reading my mind, but we going to keep it going.
are we talking about play calling right now?
We talking about not just the play calling, we talking about the play caller for the MVP last year.
Aaron Rodgers.
MVP the last 2 years. He has a new head coach, play caller that's going to put him in positions to win, that knows what it takes to be an MVP. I'm telling you right now that he's going to be in MVP contention just because of his play caller, his head coach, same person, doing what they got to do to play. He has healthy receivers. He has a bevy of running backs that I don't expect to get hurt. Yeah. Judy, Sutton, Tim Patrick.
Tim Patrick's a
he's
big boy,
like
man.
He's like a tree.
That guy's like,
He's like
Tim Patrick, a big boy. I'm not. Yeah. But
he's huge.
Yeah.
Not only that, he has Javonte Williams. He has Melvin Gordon
very
from
balanced
the
backfield. Very balanced
and
backfield.
he has a good defense to bounce off of, right? So all those are a recipe. I understand the division he's in. I get it. But that's another person, it's another team that has a great schedule for the quarterback. So take a look at it. Everything that is placed in these folks that we're telling you is being in consideration. Great schedule for their position, right? New situation.
And something to prove.
Something to prove.
Yes.
either coming back from injury, they all fall in line with what Cooper Kupp did for you last year, right? Cooper Kupp was considered an injury-prone wide receiver, right?
Yeah.
Kind of like got injured a couple of years, fell in the drafts. You could pick him up in the 5th round. No one cared. No, it's just Cooper Kupp. And then here comes Mr. Knockout Fantasy Football. Just snatching that dude.
Now, the
right
most
there.
important thing about this whole thing is
What's
not
up?
that Russell Wilson is going to be Russell Wilson. Is there's a lot of great value in getting Russell Wilson
There is.
based on what he did last year. So I think that this year he's going to go probably around in the 9th. He's going to go late.
Well, and this is the key, right? I'm telling you,
And that's why he's
don't
a league
drive
winner.
Exactly. Don't
not
drive
draft
him
him
up
early. Yes, he's gonna be great.
Because
He's
I'm
gonna be
saying,
great.
don't
But
do
don't draft
what
him
most
early.
people do and say, "Oh, Kat said get him," so get him in the 3rd round and try to snap.
You're gonna mess
snap
up your
him.
whole team, bro.
The object of it is to get him in the later rounds,
And to win the league.
get your gems,
Yes.
and add that person to you. Guarantee Russell Wilson's top 5 this year in fantasy football. All right, next person we
Bold
got.
prediction.
Another. It's not bold. This is accurate. I'm a fortune teller.
The cards can reveal things that you will never see by yourself. Call me now.
Call me now. They call me Miss Cleo. Call me now.
My man got the dreads and now he's Miss Cleo, man. Yo, Kat, I see you.
Yo, that's what I do.
See you.
I switch it up.
You got the dress now.
I go from one side and I go to the other. You know what I'm saying? But I give you the info.
Yo,
I
Kat, you
let you
switch
deal
sides?
with them.
Okay.
Listen,
Okay.
this is what we do. Next person on the docket we got for your league winners. This is another one everyone's sleeping on. Double-digit rounds. These are hard to find, and I'm calling out my man, Zach Ertz. What you think about him, O? Now, I see in your face you don't really agree that he's a league winner.
I'm torn.
What are you talking about?
I like him because the first thing I'm looking at is I think he can be TE1,
Okay.
right? A tight end 1.
Yeah.
We know that Hopkins is going to miss time through the PEs or whatever the case is.
Yep.
And last year, I think, he finished like top 3
Yep.
during the span that these guys were out.
From mid-season on, from about week 10 on, he was in the top 3 contention, right behind Pitts and Andrews.
And I think was Edmonds out during that time?
Edmonds was out. He was out for some period of time during that time.
I think you're right on this one, man. I think you're right because he can. If you can get this guy in the good round, maybe like around the 7th round or whatever the case is, right? He could be a league winner.
So listen, it's not hard to be in the top 12 tight end class, right?
No, it's not.
Because tight ends are like hit or miss after you get from the top 5, right?
Mm-hmm.
Even your top ones, you don't know what Kelsey's going to do. You don't know what Andrews is going to do. You just don't know, right?
Right.
And what I'm saying to you is that you mentioned a few of them. You said Hopkins is out, right? Their running game has switched. You now have a 3-down backfield.
That's why I mentioned it because I know when Edmonds was out, now we know Edmonds is not there anymore. Connor's a 3rd down,
He's a 3-down back.
He's a 3-down back.
Yeah, he did.
But
in Pittsburgh.
he's not known for his catch like Edmonds was.
Yeah.
So
I like the fact that Ertz is a proven big wide receiver. I'm taking his numbers from the previous years. The fact that he didn't play as much and he's fallen to the later rounds. So if you miss out on Andrews, if you miss out on Pitts, if you miss out on even Kittle, right? Don't reach. Just let your draft go through. No one's thinking about Zach Ertz, right?
No.
You have a highly profile quarterback in Kyler Murray who needs pass catchers to throw to, right? You have Kyler Murray throwing to Hollywood Brown, and who else? You got Rondell Moore still there. Christian Kirk just went to Jacksonville Jaguars, and you got DeAndre Hopkins. He's out for 6 games because of what you mentioned in the PE. Ertz is going to get busy. I'm telling you right now. I'm not worried about the time they drafted. I'm telling you with bass in my voice, Ertz is going to get busy. Busy. No doubt in my mind.
Did they say that to do that and think like a man?
you read that part too?
Nah, bro. Did he? But he averaged about like nine receptions, 9 targets.
He did. He did.
So, I mean, that's enough.
He got 9 targets in that midseason run when he came. Each game, he averaged about 9 targets each game, and he was doing his thing, man.
So that's TE1 numbers. So yeah, that could be a league winner. But
Number 3, right? So so far we gave you Miles Sanders, Russell Wilson, and Zach Ertz. Are you ready? Is everybody ready for the Cooper Cup? For who you gonna get and put on your team that's gonna catapult you? And don't listen.
this pound for pound too, right?
This pound for pound,
League
this
winner.
dude, league winner, absolute. I put Mr. Knockout Fantasy Football stamp right on it, baby. I'm telling you right now, later rounds, you get this guy on your team, you call me. I just need you to split some of the winnings with me. You know what I'm saying? I need about 25, 55%. You know, something.
To do
15, 30, 37, 38, 45, 47.
You know what I mean?
I'm
That's
not
all
gonna 25. 57. I forgot the words. We'll put it in here. You know what I'm saying?
So
Talk about it, bro.
the Cooper Cup for this season, your league winner is, drum roll please, Alan Lazard. Alan Lazard, wide receiver from the Green Bay Packers.
Yeah.
How you like that, oh?
I don't like it. At
You
all.
don't like it.
I love it.
You love it.
I'm loving it.
I love it because I mean
Woo!
we've been getting the videotape of Aaron Rodgers and what he does with all of his like wide receiver ones.
Yep.
We've seen it with Greg Jennings. We've seen it with Donald Driver.
Yep.
We've seen it with
Jordy
Nelson. We've seen
Devontae
it obviously
Adams.
with Devontae Adams lately.
Yep.
Once he builds that rapport, once he can trust you,
Yep.
you're getting all the targets.
Yep.
You're getting all the targets. Now, last year, I don't know if you noticed, he started to build that rapport
He did.
with Lazard there.
He did.
And Lazard, to me, is even a better deep threat than Mr. Adams.
He is. He's a big body wide receiver.
Big body.
He's built up that rapport just like you said. And I want to tell you a quick story. I want to tell you about a young man who had a story of dropsies. He was dropping the ball all day long. Media was covering him, saying he wasn't a great wide receiver. He drops the ball too much. He drops the ball more than he catches it. Do you know who that young man was?
I think I have an idea, but
It was my man, Devontae Adams. Before he became the big boss man, Devontae Adams. But you know who talked him up that year, the year prior, and the year when he blew up? My man, Aaron Rodgers. All day. When Aaron Rodgers wants you to succeed, he didn't become an MVP overnight. This guy knows what he's doing. You saw him walking out in his Con Air outfit, looking like he's Nicolas Cage, walking in the training camp. The dude knows what he wants. He knows what he's doing. He's very confident in his receiver. And I'm telling you, Alan Lazard right now is going to
Aaron Rodgers is
be
giving
that
him
dude.
the stamp of approval. What did he say when he was asked about losing Devontae Adams? He said, I'm going from one all-pro wide receiver to another one.
He actually said Hall of Famer.
Oh, he said Hall of
he's going
Famer?
from one Hall of Famer to the next Hall of Famer.
So that's
Woo.
even better than before.
That's high praise, right?
Yes,
you know,
sir.
people had questions on Christian Watson, the rookie coming in. They had questions because Marquise Valdes-Scantling was out the door, right? So it didn't matter. Christian Watson got hurt. Well, I'm not gonna say he got hurt. He had an injury. He had surgery on his knee in June. It was a small surgery, but he didn't have that time to build up a rapport. And I know Rodgers is about rhythm. He's about knowing what he's doing. He's very coordinated. And from looking at Alan Lazard's numbers from his first 3 years coming into the league and comparing them over to Devontae Adams' numbers, the amount of targets, the amount of touchdowns, the percentage of his catches, I don't see anything but him going up.
And you're right. Like if somebody, he's always been a backup role anytime, you know, Adams is there. In his part-time role last year, he still produced 8 touchdowns. So, I mean, sky's the limit. I think wide receiver 1, I think this is
The Cooper
league
Cup.
winner. Yeah.
Yep. Cooper Cup of the year, your fantasy
This might be the
league
Alan
winner.
Lazard of next year.
Woo!
So there you go.
And that's what we do. Yo, listen. Oh, that's another show we done put to rest, man.
Yeah, man.
We gave him some business, yo. We
Yes,
gave him
sir.
some business.
I mean, you can't say that we didn't tell you, right?
Yo, listen, guys. We do what we do like we doing it for TV, baby. Yo, I appreciate you coming on, watching the show. O's doing this thing. Mr. Knockout Fantasy Football's doing this thing. We just need you to do what, O?
Like and subscribe.
That's what we do. Peace.
Easy.